Hey, Balabians, it is Sister Guard here. Hopefully y'all are having a great day. I am having a great day. We're back today in Venture Tale because we're going to be going over Crossbow. So, if you have not already, please make sure you smash the level like button, do the same subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. And let's get right on into it. So, first things first with Crossbow. This is one of those single-handed weapons, which means you can actually level up 2 weapons at the same time while you're playing it. Some people do this in order to get stuff unlocked quicker. However, the OP meta is to run dual crossbows, so you have 2 times the attacking, which if you're on keyboard and mouse, that means you gotta hold down the buttons at the same time. But let's go ahead and get on into the lovely details of the 1 to 30 guide. So much like bow, this is a really good class to start off as because it is very forgiving. There's very few things you need, and it's actually really good, especially late game. First things first, you are going to need is going to be stuff similar to what you had for bow. So level 1 through 9, you're just going to be picking up what you have. If you can get a rabbit's foot's going to be really good for you. You can use whatever spells you want to. That is entirely up to you. At level 9, you're going to get sharp arrows, which is our first set of arrows that are going to add damage. So we're looking at 12%, well, the one I have. So this is going to be kind of the first one you're going to want to pick up. Crossbow is really good at clearing mobs. So kind of keep that in mind. You're going to be doing broad sweeping, walking back and forth. This is one of those classes you can just go and forget it, and you're just going to keep going. Now, the next thing you're going to be looking for is going to be happening around level 10, and that is Arrow Rain. Arrow Rain is an ability you can pretty much use the entire playthrough. It is a wonderful spell, and it's a great AoE. This helps with clearing, since with bow and with crossbow, it takes, you got to sweep back and forth all the time. So this is actually really nice because part of the number of hits is based off of your average weapon attack speed, which crossbow is stupidly insane. Like, it's fast. As you can see, my arrow rain is almost at 1000%, which means the number of hits I get is 19. That is nuts, okay? This is an absolutely insane weapon typing to have, especially with this spell. So I would highly recommend getting Arrow Rain. I would farm it up a little bit, maybe. Also, that would be a really good recommendation of mine. Now, this class is a very easy soloable. It is pretty straightforward, kind of a no-brainer type situation. You literally point, click, and walk. I would recommend running a healing potion with it. It's not going to be too overly difficult. The only next thing we're going to be going after is fire arrows. So fire arrows inflicts burn over 3 seconds. This is based off of your spell power, and this is based off of your weapon damage. Now, if your spell power is higher, it's going to give you more because mine's based off of 24%, but mine is also very heavily upgraded. So fire arrows is really good because it's going to help do some tick damage over time. So bosses, this is going to be a good thing. It's going to help add to your stack. Now, there's not actually too many other items for crossbow, and I don't know why. I don't like that. But so one last thing I wanted to add on to the crossbow guide. It was something I didn't think about, and I always love it when the community comes to me and tells me little tips and tricks that they use. And so I got told about burning blood. So burning blood is an ability that will take away your max health by 25% to start, and then you take damage up to 50% of your max health over 10 seconds, but during those 10 seconds, you gain 33% weapon damage, 20% attack speed, and 1.5% lifesteal. This is going to really help if you are using Arrow Rain. Let me go show you the DPS on this real quick, because it's kind of broken. And I want to give a big shout out to Odin. I think there's a 3 in there though. So guys, again, if you are a main and I'm saying things that, you know, hey, you can also do this too, please make sure you comment down below in my videos. I greatly appreciate it. So I'm going to hit blood, this, and let's keep going. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. I'm not even maxed out. That was 4,000 DPS. 4,000 DPS. Let's go ahead and do it again and let me actually hit everything in sync how I'm supposed to. All right, ready? So we go to E and Q, and there you go. Let's get that up. Almost 5 for me, and my stuff's not maxed out. And I watched Odin get up to like 6.5, almost 7K. So this is kind of broken. This is kind of broken. So again, more DPS you can add. However, again, you're going to lose a lot of health. So I took 1/10 of my health. I got a little bit of regen going on. So this is going to be something you're literally going to smash all your buttons at the same time to kind of keep you alive. So, yeah, there you go, plebs. Just wanted to add that in. The next thing we're going to have up is the brutal arrows at level 23. I mean, you guys, you're just going to be walking through dungeons. This is probably one of the easiest classes to work with. It is by the community regarded as an S tier class. So the next thing we're going to be looking for are these brutal arrows. You're going to find them at level 23. I'd get them upgraded. This is something you can use for bow and for crossbow late game. Really, really good item. Now, if you're wanting to, you can try and mix this up with some spell. You can do some other stuff with it. This is also a really great class that if there is a single-handed weapon you're not thrilled about working with, like, I don't know, shield. This would be an easy class for you to go ahead and basically do a walk with, and you can walk it up all the way up to max because it's a really strong class and it can kind of carry you. So if you're wanting to work on some other classes, get some of those perks, especially for the other one-handed weapons, this is definitely something you can do that with. So the final thing you're probably going to want to get is explosive arrows. So this is the level 29 mythic that you can pick up in the Bandit Castle raid. And yeah, I mean, explosive arrows in general is going to do a ton of damage for you. This is going to help with clearing. This is going to be absolutely quintessential for you to be using. So if you are wanting, you know, my recommendation on loadout, this is the loadout I use. I use arrow rain, explosive arrows, and brutal arrows. Pretty much the only difference between this and what I use for bow is I put more arrows in here. I use the other arrow, not the arrow rain, just because bow is so damage heavy. So, I mean, it's currently with my max out build. Let me show you. I mean, that's 26,000 points of damage when you're activating the abilities, which the abilities on most of the bows are going to be the same. You're looking at rapid fire, which you gain 60% crossbow attack speed, which that's kind of broken. That's kind of broken, and you can't activate them at the same time. So you are going to be getting a grand total of 120. So yeah, you can make this just go burr. And as you can see, those explosive arrows as I'm using on this dummy right here, that's just disgusting. That's just disgusting. So this is what arrow rain looks like upgraded. Ooh, and of course it's about 1200 DPS a second, so it's actually super, super nice. The mythic tier stuff for this that you can get is called the Stormbolt. So I have seen the level, I think like 27 crossbow. It's the Dwarven crossbow. I wouldn't recommend using that because look at this. Crit chance rate and the base crit attack is increased. This thing is going to be a crit monster. So that's one reason I would recommend brutal arrows, because it's going to give you that crit chance. And yeah, you start activating that crit chance, you start evaporating. You start evaporating the mobs. So gear for this, you're going to be looking at the Storm Eye headgear. There's only arrow gear, so you don't really need to worry. This is not a class that has a whole lot of variety. Joys of that. So this is one thing just to kind of look out for. This is what you're going to be looking for. And we have the lovely scroll, which is volley. So your next 6 attacks within 5 seconds gain 300 attack speed, but you have minus 30 weapon damage. I am not going to recommend this for crossbow, and here is why. You already have an insane attack speed, guys. I'm not recommending this because you already aren't doing as much damage compared to some other classes. What we rely on mostly is the fact that we can attack so much and that critical chance. So honestly, I would just keep with what the bows have. Use this for XP on something else to fuse into, just to be honest. If you want to play with it, joys of this game is you can have so much versatility with how you play. There's, even if I give you all suggestions, there may be a different meta, stuff may get changed. So, I mean, overall, be really honest, this is probably going to be my shortest class video. This is just a broken class to play. It is very, very nice. It plays amazingly. We're having a little bit of lag today. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, no, even against the toughest opponents, this is the highest armor that is 250. I mean, that's still an insane amount. So if you have not seen the lovely Stormbreaker armor, this is what it does look like. There you go. So, plebs, thank you for making it to this part of the video. I greatly appreciate it, and hopefully this was helpful in getting your crossbow up. Again, this is a class that can carry you for single-handed stuff. Be a good starting class to be able to get you some gear. Very low maintenance. So, I'll see y'all next time. Bye!